This sort of what I call the education and knowledge gap. So many of in particular policymakers, they come to the table, thinking about what are the negatives, what are the risks, sort of reacting to news, but not necessarily committing the time to really understand this as a technology, what it can do for Americans, for businesses, for others. Perry Ann, what do you see as that education gap, and how do we address it, and where are we headed with that?
Yeah, well, there is a massive technology knowledge gap, and an even bigger knowledge gap when it comes to things like digital assets and blockchain technology. And I do think knowledge and education is our strongest tool as a community. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to steal a quote from Jason Weinstein, who's one of our advisory board members at the Chamber and former head of the criminal division of the Department of Justice. And he said, "I've met a lot of people who are Bitcoin skeptics. And I've met a lot of people who know a lot about Bitcoin, but I've never met someone that knows a lot about Bitcoin and is a skeptic." Now, one of the challenges that we have is you can't teach cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology in like a 15 or 20-minute briefing. You can't really understand this technology in a full day study or even a month study. It's complicated stuff. And we have to inspire people to want to make that personal investment in themselves, to read and understand and study and really take the time to understand how this technology works, understand what it is, and understand what it's not. And we've made a lot of progress in doing that over the years. But one of the things that is hard is, learning by doing is, I think, an important exercise. It's the best way I learn is by actually rolling your sleeves up, getting your hands dirty, and just trying it out. The problem with something like cryptocurrencies is these are things of value. So we can't go walk around DC or go walk around Capitol Hill and just start handing out cryptocurrencies to people. That would be
Biden and Obama were giving out crypto yesterday on Twitter. Did you see that?
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah.
We're all set. We're all set.
Yeah, so I think this year is actually a really interesting time. We're in an election year. As Kristen said, not a lot's going to happen because we're going into a lame duck session, but everyone's out campaigning. And I think we should be putting cryptocurrencies in the hands of the campaigns, in the hands of the members, and let them receive some, let them send some, let them receive a transaction. Everyone remembers the day they got their first crypto or their first Bitcoin. It's an impressionable moment in anybody's journey in this space. So let's do that for members of Congress.
John, any thoughts on the education gap?
Yeah,
you're in talking to people all the time. What are the tactics, and where do you think we are on that journey?
Yeah, look, I think there's still a lot to be done. There's certainly champions for the industry, but you can never have enough. I do think one thing that's changed is, you don't necessarily have to explain how blockchain works to everyone, because either they do get it or they have heard about it so much they don't want to pretend that they don't know what it is, so they just kind of let it go. So I think that's been helpful. But look, in terms of actually how to get people's attention, you've got to be able to explain what this can actually do for them and their constituents, right? And so as much and as cool as a lot of these different applications are, it's not going to hit the average member of Congress who's got all kinds of other things going. And so where we started, frankly, Jeremy, with payments seems to be kind of where we're looping now back around, on the financial inclusion stuff, USDC and others.
Yeah.